Alright then, we're back. And we're taking apart this.
Bam.
Yeah, bam! Taking apart this lovely little cyclopean baby burner. I mean, this is a pretty specific thing to build all of a sudden. This like a cyclopean baby burner. And furthermore, you really have to ask yourself, how are they getting a hold of all those babies?
With that quad gone, I can
Our sound effects are way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
Pew 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 pow.
Pew 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 pow.
The
No,
mechanized
it's-
arm survived the fire.
it's such a weird chapter because it's
I
just
wonder if
nothing
it can
like
be used against the
what we've seen
beast.
before. It's just so weird.
Yeah. New universe.
Hmm.
New
This
rules. New
insect
logic.
is hooked up to a
Yeah.
machine, and the
Well,
levers must
that
control the
sounds-
furnace.
Like I was about to give up.
Yeah, it did sound like you're about to give up.
This is more complex than I imagined.
In any case,
There
this
could
is
be
the
many controls,
puzzle I
all
was talking about earlier
interrelated.
that I usually solve, and this is where the compliment of Patrick and I really comes to terms because this is like a pattern recognition thing where you just need to find the patterns up to the left, and then you turn the knobs, and then they change colors, and then you need to use the wings. And so it is a little weird, and that's the thing about going to a universe with brand new rules is that you need to find out what everything does. There's like, right, so I have a bunch of buttons and they don't do anything, and oh, I press the back of this thing, and oh, then the wings come out. Okay, that's how it works. And so, yeah, that's basically it. You just need to find the correct symbols, and then that's it, I think.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult.
No, it just takes a long time.
It just takes a little time. I don't know, I didn't really want to speed it up because we actually did complete it fairly quickly.
Yeah, because you actually get what's going on, and
Yeah.
I'm just sitting and drooling.
Yeah. So the two buttons down there in the bottom, that's when you think you have a symbol solved. You press them and then it activates it. And so that's basically it. You find all the symbols and then you deactivate the core. Yeah, spoilers I guess, but oh well.
Whatever.
Whatever. And aside from the fact that this is just one of those puzzles where you just need to button hunt in order to find out what's going on, I actually kind of like it, I suppose. I don't know, maybe it's because I can actually figure it out without, having to consult a website.
Well, you were fucking pissed about it.
Well, I was pissed about it because it's still like a short, or it's still a long puzzle. I don't understand why you need to, how many are there? Like 8 or so symbols that you need to find?
There is. Let's just count them. What? 6 times 2 does 12.
Yeah. So you have to do this 12 times. I mean, that really wasn't necessary.
No, maybe 4, and that would have been it.
Yeah, exactly.
4, maybe 6. I don't know.
And I mean, even in this universe, like, how does that make sense? Like, how is the bug doing this? Because we've established they don't have eyesight, so how does he operate this thing?
That actually is a very good question. Maybe it's like playing Dwarf Fortress, like just know all the commands by instinct.
But you still need to get what's going on in Dwarf Fortress, though.
Yeah, you still need to see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a little weird. Like, it's one of those puzzles where it's like, okay, you wanted to do something different, and that's cool, I guess, but why? Like, even by this chapter's rules, it doesn't make any sense. Like, the one puzzle that we both hate that comes later on, which is really, really difficult, where we actually did have to consult a walkthrough, at least makes sense.
Again,
Yeah.
I have to consult it again.
Yeah.
Well, oh, you're talking about the child puzzle?
Yeah.
Oh god, that's a fucking nightmare.
It is. And once again, it's so it's really sad because the game isn't bad. I mean, I don't think it's bad, but it's just it has some really weird concepts of what a puzzle should be.
No more
Yes.
genocide
And
today.
it should not be like that.
No
No,
more
exactly.
embers
No.
will be
That,
delivered
it's the
now.
worst kind of puzzles.
I'm certain I'll
puddle.
find
Puddle.
grapple roasting in its pod.
It's a puddle of
It's
piss.
the one you drown in.
Yeah.
No, it's the worst kind of puzzle
Yeah.
because it relies very much on your ability to listen.
And that's the worst part because, like, for one thing, I'm really shitty at tone recognition, and the other thing is, you can't easily, and you'll see this, and we'll probably bitch about it then too, and we'll probably even speed it up because we spent quite a while just looking at it. The thing
Yeah.
is, you can't listen to what you need, to the sound that you need to replicate
Who designed these
Instant.
robotics?
instantly. You need to listen to the sound, go into like the puzzle screen, and you saw how the screen like freezes and turns gray whenever you want to go into a puzzle and try to solve it. This happens every single time you need to go out
Eve
and check
of
for
retribution.
The source
yeah,
file, the source sound.
the sound that you need to replicate. And this is another one of those pieces. Like you need to go and upgrade your harness, but you need to find this place where you need to scan a claw or something like that. And we were just looking at it going, it's not it, I think, but still we were just kind of going, where's this bit? Like, how do we do this? And that's the other thing. Like,
Plan do you speak of?
you'll see later. But the bugs are apparently, even though they've been cybernetically enhanced, they're still dumb as bricks. I mean, it's so weird. It's like these guys. I understand that they're going off the bug thing where it's like bugs aren't intelligent. They follow the queen, which there is a queen in this, and at least they understand that hierarchy.
How
but-
will this gift
But
aid
here
us?
it's like
Are we not
so
mighty
these
enough
bugs
to conquer this
can't
Cyclops
tell
without them?
that a giant fucking centaur or whatever cyclops is walking around. He sounds. No, they can't see it, but they could hear him. I mean, he talks nothing like an insect or a bug.
That's true.
So they have to rely on sound, I guess. But because he has a harness, they're just like, oh, well, he's one of us. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I guess because they're cybernetically enhanced. It gives the what is this game? What 1998?
1998, yeah.
Yeah. So it's the implant of science to
Looks
the body.
like an operating table.
Technology into the body is
Some
still.
Augmentations.
I can't use
Well,
that here.
We're not doing that yet. We have those cameras you can put in for people who lost their eyes.
But
An
Deus Ex
insect
came
or a
out
pincher.
basically at the same time.
Edges are sharp.
And that game was entirely about augmentation.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they know
An
anything about
insectoid
it.
pinch.
I don't know. I
Would be
sidetracked here.
enjoyable.
What I'm trying to say is they're relying on the augmentations to
Yeah.
do what they're.
Lacking or what they're incapable of,
Sick.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't-
why
I
they're
can't-
trusting.
I suppose. Ah, crap! I remember the puzzle about
There
when
you
go to
are.
Grandma's room.
I was
Yeah.
beginning to
Yeah.
get
Don't
worried,
have any proof.
I thought something terrible might
I
happen to you.
don't
Well,
trust you.
I meant the fact that you need to
especially
find the
since
key.
your memory is gone.
No,
Do you remember?
I don't remember much of anything.
I don't actually
wouldn't
remember
even know
what
my own
happened here
name
because
if
I
you had
think I was
told
very
me.
tired.
Every
You
cyclist
were,
child knows
rather
that
you
England
were
Grimwald.
very tired.
You're the great
if you're
hero
dying
of
by
the
the end.
War
So
of the
this might
One.
actually not be a bad thing that we're recording now that you're a little more spry,
War of the One.
energetic,
Can you tell me about it?
Oh
Youthful.
my,
youthful.
you are
might even
confused,
say.
aren't you?
You're an old man,
The War of the One
Man,
was a
Man.
pivotal point in the
I'm
history
like
of our
4 years
people.
older than you.
For years, we
Barely.
had fought the
Well,
insectoids.
I feel very
Neither
old
side gaining
because
ground as
everybody
the
is
planet was
younger than
ravaged
me
by
here.
countless
Yeah.
battles. The makers,
You know, say I feel
creators
older
of all
because
and
most
of
of the
nothing,
people I hang
watched
around are
silently
older than me,
for
so
many
it's
years
just kind of
before
like, oh
taking
well.
action. They spoke
But
to
you
the leaders
behave
of
older
both
than
sides
I do.
through conferences,
This is also
declaring
true.
that there was to be one final battle for supremacy.
We
The
can't
victor
all
would
be
rule the
this
planet,
perfect.
and the defeated never to return to Earth.
We won?
Yes, thanks to you.
Yeah, on my
You
behalf.
destroyed nearly a third of the troops, all by yourself.
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
Doesn't matter.
It's alright. I think we need to be able to
If we
have a go
won,
at each other,
then why
otherwise
are
it just
these
gets boring.
things back above ground?
No one really knows.
Even when asking for help, we
Actually,
have to sort of
No one
put each
really
other down.
believed the story of the War of the One, or thought that there were any
I think it's a
insectoids.
Danish thing actually to
Until now.
sort of always put each other down, make sure that
That
nobody
evil machine will be silent
nobody's
for a
ego
while.
rises to
Evil.
Yeah, you're not
It's
worth
just a
anything more
furnace.
than I am.
yeah,
Isn't it?
exactly.
The thing was
That-
burning children,
That
Gravitt.
was.
Cyclopean
Does he even
children.
have an English
What?
name?
I don't
But how
think so.
can this be?
No, it's just the
Grumner
thing you
would
taught
never
him in
allow
school.
such a thing to happen.
Yeah,
Jan the law.
Yeah,
The
Jan.
law.
yeah,
Grumner.
That you are
That's the
nothing
name
more
the
than
bugs were using at
the
the
person
furnace.
next to you.
yeah,
They
exactly.
So
said
you should treat-
he's giving
treat
the
him as
orders
an
to
equal.
burn the
Yeah, you
children's
should always
bodies.
treat other people as an
That's
equal. But there is that
absurd.
thing where
He's
people
my
say might have
mentor.
negative effect.
A
And we're not even
brilliant
focusing on the game
entomologist.
anymore. We're talking about
He'd
culture and
never-
shit. But
And
Yeah.
what?
But in any case, like what
Entomologist.
the general
He's
thing
our
is that
foremost
in
specialist
America, what
on
you usually
insects.
see is that the
That's
culture
why the
there
Peace
is
Council chose
you're
him
your
for this
own-
mission.
you're your own, you're the maker of your own destiny.
mission?
Well, they try to teach
What
you that here
mission?
too.
They
What
try
the
to teach
hell is
you
going
that
on
Don't
too.
here?
enforce it.
We
But they
were
don't
sent here
enforce
to
it. And the way
examine
they
this hive
usually
a few
teach you
months
is that
ago.
you're always
We
equal
were
to everybody
captured,
else,
but Gromna
but you might
convinced the
still
queen to
surpass them
put
in your
aside her
actions.
plans of
Like
conquest
it's not like
and
you're
negotiate
Yes.
a peace treaty.
it's not like you're
Since then,
better than
it's been
them from the
peaceful for
start. You
both
need to
sides.
actually prove it,
fact,
and even then,
Tomorrow is
you're
the
not
day that both leaders will
more
meet to
worth more
sign the
than them.
treaty.
You're still just a human being, just like them.
I tell you, it's true, Graben. Something
that
is
makes sense.
terribly wrong here, and
Well,
I
it
think
did for
that
me.
this
Yeah.
Why
Gromna
not
person is
do
somehow
for
involved.
people who
You
are not
must help me.
have this experience
sorry.
with
This
But I
is
can't.
just
this kind
Not
of
unless
racing
you have
Yeah.
some physical proof
You're
to
going
back
back.
upbringing.
these
I don't know.
wild
holy crap. They're still
accusations.
talking.
Very well.
Well,
If proof is what you want,
there's a very long dialogue
that's
between these
what
two.
you'll get.
Yeah.
It just feels like it drags on forever because basically what he says,
Take my
well,
advice. That
you're the
hardest
hero,
word
I
won't
trust
get
you,
past
but you
every
don't have any
security
evidence
device.
because this
You
guy
might want to
has
see the
more
cyber
authority than I
technician for
have.
an
Blah, blah,
upgrade.
blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
exactly. Grumner's a good guy. I mean, he came here to save us from the insects, and you're like,
Have you seen this giant incinerator machine?
Yeah.
Like burning babies? It's
Have
like
you-
2 feet away from where we're working.
it's like if you wanted proof, you could just go right over there and watch. I mean,
It
it's,
would know.
and then it's the pixel hunting thing. Oh, the hunting thing. We need to find the correct spot for the scanning of the hook or whatever.
Yeah, everything looks like a fucking ass over there. So.
Yeah.
Who
It's like
designed
tube,
these?
tube, 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 tube.
Where is-
Oh, look, this actually does something.
It's so weird. Like he doesn't just have the scanner on him. You need to go behind him, and then shove it in a hole. And he's like, "Oh, well, that makes sense." It's like,
Oh,
now I understand.
my sensor could pick up you are this guy, but you need to put it in the scanner so I can see you are this guy. Oh,
It's pretty ridiculous.
or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Doesn't he actually get the other guy's thing? So you get more authority?
Authority? No, you use the hook and then
I can't
you're
hear.
upgraded.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, basically. I mean, and that's sort of the thing where you take a step back at this. Like these are supposedly really intelligent creatures,
No.
but not really. It's like this is by far one of the worst
stand to look
chapters
at
of the
these
game.
beasts.
Of the game.
I mean,
unfortunately.
it would.
I mean, I still enjoy most of the
No.
game, but this is just
Bugs flying up that tube.
Well, the game have
Where does it lead?
replayability to the second time.
yeah, exactly. And this was the second time we played it, and some of the dialogue
insects
is
are
just
pumping a
it's
bellows
too
to
slow.
control the
I mean,
furnace.
The second time we played and third time. Oh, nee.
That won't.
this is the
no,
third time we're
the-
watching it because
No,
we're doing
fourth
it.
actually because we have a microphone problem just before it is.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. This microphone goes on standby or something. I don't know.
It
So
has
it's-
good quality though. It's just so weird.
Grap.
Yeah, it disappears from the hardware, so it has to be reselected.
Yeah, it's a little. I don't know.
This is why we're doing the post commentaries.
Yeah,
Also.
yeah. It's
But
because
here,
apparently we
it's
just waited for too
alive.
long until using it again, and so it didn't want to. We're just running around like I said. We were just
The heater.
running around
It's
looking for the
alive.
scanner thing. It is in the room, but it's just so hard to find.
It would.
It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, in the older games when everything was pixelated, they called it pixel hunting because you needed to find the exact pixel where something was happening.
Back in the 8-bit days.
Not necessarily just the
A
8-bit
large
days, just
hut.
back when computer graphics
Looks
were
like someone's living quarters.
well, it has, yeah. Like the very first King's Quest and stuff like that, where everything was just like big blocks of
An
nothing.
insect
Yeah.
furnace operator.
But yeah, we were just
That.
running around trying every single item we had on every single knob and button we could find and be like, is this what we're supposed to do? Because the doors seem really fleshy and we had this really sharp claw. We're like, can we just like cut it open maybe? No?
There's actually a thing you mentioned when we were recording this.
Yeah.
Is that this insectoid mixed with technology? You don't see that very
Looks
much.
like an operating.
And I have been
system.
thinking about that. We recorded this
That
like
will-
2 weeks ago.
yeah 2 weeks ago, and I've been thinking a lot about it. I can simply not come up with an insectoid mixed with technology, and it actually
I
pisses me
require my
off because
ID harness
it's
to be
a
upgraded.
very, very good idea.
Yeah, like from the design side, it's neat design, it really is.
But can I not come up? I'm sure I've seen it somewhere, but like, we're not talking about the Tyranids from Warhammer, because they're bioengineered.
Yeah, they're
or something.
bionically engineered, yeah. And then I was thinking like FTL, but the Mantis race from there aren't engineered as far as we can tell. Like they're all flesh or all
Yeah,
like
there's
insects.
insects.
Yeah, exactly. Just giant
Requires
mantis.
authorization to
Or
upgrade my
manti, I
ID
think is
harness.
the way you
Who
say
can
it,
do
but
that?
I'm not sure.
Normally,
But
Gromner
yeah,
is
like
the only
going
one who can
through it, I'm
authorize
like,
such
I
upgrades.
can't think of anything.
But with the
Usually they're
increased
just
activity
bugs.
in the Queen's chambers,
And then
he remains there almost exclusively.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
think
like,
we can
if you
bullshit
have any,
talk if I make
Starship
my
Troopers,
position sound
Bio,
important
something.
enough.
yeah,
What
they're
should I
just
say?
all alien.
Tell him
I
that
don't
your
know, like if you
authorization
haven't
comes
have
from
a
Graben. Protege
suggestion
of
where you have somewhere
Honorable
where they
assistant
aren't,
to
or
Her
where
Majesty.
they are insects mixed
That
with
should do
technology or some sort of machines, like please do
Comment.
do comment because it's
Spread the word.
spread the word. Huh?
And we'll cut it off this time.
Yeah.
For now.
From now, yeah, we'll be back.